Welcome to the Worship and Nonsense podcast. We are on 101.9, bringing you the hottest new hits in today's Christian music. This is What a Friend.
Let's go, y'all. You had a plan from the beginning, and you always had me on your mind. When it feels like my life's crashing down, you came in, you reached out your arms, and you've been a friend from the beginning of time. Let's sing this, y'all. Come on.
Sing this at your church.
Someone to lay his life down. Through your blood, my life has been set free. And you got up with all power in your hands. Defeat wasn't in your plan. You take the final stand. Say, what a friend we are. What a friend we are. And what a comfort.
So most of the churches that listen to this podcast probably can't sing this or play this, but it's okay. I want you to.
Shots fired at you
wanted
guys.
you to be able to hear, because we know we're pretty contemporary alternative Christian, right?
What a friend we are.
Listen to those beautiful, beautiful sounds of gospel music. Modern day gospel is still here, y'all. It's still here.
It's still here.
Well, welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast. My name is Sam.
I'm Aaron. We have our beautiful, lovely producer.
Hello, my name is John.
He's
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, my name is John.
I just want to let you guys know it's our intention to bless the airways, bless Spotify and YouTube with God's presence. You know, we have been chosen for this task, and we've been put on this earth. And we just want to bless the saints. All of you, all ye that are weary.
Yeah.
Bless the Lord, all of our souls.
We're coming for you, K-Love. We're here.
Do you guys like the glasses? We're trying to be real extra this episode,
Yeah.
just so you know.
Let me give you the vibes.
I think I'm a literally play a video every second to distract Sam. So
It's
just
the
so you know.
worst. I
He
can't
can't stop
concentrate.
looking at it right now. I'll play it. All right. So last episode was pretty hilarious. I just want to let you guys know you really get to Sam in your comments. So please comment.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
he reads them and he internalizes them, and he takes them to heart. I honestly wish I cared that much. I try. I really try.
Well, if our intent is to build a community, I
Yeah.
want to make sure I'm in the comments building a community.
Yeah,
But ultimately, I'm going to get Aaron's permission one day to just troll you all.
No, you control him.
I'm
Do
a
it.
hard troll.
Do it. I am an equal opportunist. It works both ways.
So go ahead and pull up the comments. We're going to troll you right here.
It works both ways. I love it. No, Sam, he gets affected by. Why do you think
It's
that
on.
is?
It's on the shorts.
Why do you think you get affected?
Why do I get offended? No, I don't get offended. I get affected because I'm a pastor. I care about people, and I also care about our content. And I'm like, man, I want our content to reach people, and then people take it out of context, and it's like, dang it, it's on the shorts. And I'm like, dang it, you guys, like, what are we doing? It's a joke. Here's my plea. Okay, Christians, it's okay to frickin' laugh. It's okay to have a joke. It's okay to just sit there and go, things are funny. Churches do silly things. Calm down. Let's everybody take out our bottle of chill pills. Let's take one out. Now I'm going to troll you all. So we posted the clip.
Yo, just so you know, real quick.
Real quick.
That was funny.
Yeah, that was,
I think it still affects you greatly. All I got to say is I am for it. I am for the jokes. I am not a pastor. I am a civilian, and I love worship music, but I also love the nonsense. So our views, thoughts, and opinions do not reflect everybody here. This is all for commentary. It is not real. None of us are telling you or saying or doing anything. We're not telling you about ourselves, okay? We don't suggest you do this at home either.
Michael, Gerald, 9397.
Gerald.
All you need is the faith of a mustard seed. I pray for your soul. Thank you so much. I need it. Ridge Manico, 1045. I didn't realize there were doctors that offer this service. I will be finding one immediately. Thank you for getting it. Thank you for understanding.
Oh, gold.
Joe Hughes,
Gold.
48. The clap is gonorrhea. Well, in this story, the clap was as chlamydia. So I think the clap
Good
is
guess.
just a modern term
Look,
for
who's
STD.
Who's nasty and like this?
Somebody like that. Someone's like, I have that.
Somebody literally liked it. This small podcast. Somebody's like, ooh.
Here we have a real troll here. Leoski 5860 should probably be more appreciative of the free healthcare. But hey, let's make fun of religion instead. I really want to know how we made fun of religion. That's one I'm like, really?
I think they are commenting on the story, saying he shouldn't make fun of religion.
Oh, see, this is me getting all personal.
See, he takes
I'm
it
just
so-
providing you content, man.
What do you mean religion?
and then here we go. Sneaky Tiki 9429 9424. You just read Reddit posts? That is, yes, a section.
Somebody was mad. That's all you do?
That's all you do?
You just have a podcast with Reddit
How
posts
dare you?
and post clips?
How dare you? But we're going to actually pull up our recent video, just one of the comments. I want to shout him out. This person has faithfully commented on our podcast, has been a viewer for a while now. Dwen HD 8GV, Sam out here looking trimmer and trimmer by the pod.
Amen.
Thank you for your encouragements. Thank you so much. And actually on previous posts, he said, this is one of the best pods on the web. Thank you so much for your commitment. You're going to be receiving a Cash App link.
Yo.
Oh, here we go. Actually,
Hold on. Time out.
Kadon Cronkright. Sorry.
Yo, does Sam create a ghost account?
No, I actually didn't. I wish I
Sam
would have.
created a ghost account to win HD that generated name. Sam's like, yo, I'm gonna talk about it too on the pod.
No, I actually
Sam
saw
out here
it.
looking thinner and trimmer by the
I was actually shocked, but then I actually went through the old podcast videos and I was like, yeah, I was sausage. Like, junk. I am losing weight. Thank you for noticing.
are.
But Kadon Cronkright.
Hey, you're looking good, bro.
Oh, so are you.
Oh, really?
You are so sexy.
No, I was actually being real. You made me mad
Man,
after that.
look at right here. Hey, no, real quick. Kadon Cronkright. Love y'all's pod. What church are y'all based
The Church
out
of Jesus Christ, the Lord and our Savior. That church, it's the Universal Church. So yeah, you know.
Here,
there's
I'll
not
give you a
specific
small
church.
trail. Go on Spotify and look up Lighthouse Music. You'll see what
Dang,
you
you're just
find.
putting your business out there.
Yeah, go listen to
don't-
the music we produce. That is actually freaking good.
This is the pod that blows up, and
pod.
and
Yeah, go.
your your lead pastor is gonna get a bunch of emails.
You know what? No. You know what?
He's the comedian on the podcast.
Actually, go ahead and find our church so you can come and attend, and I can do deliverance on you and just get all your demons out.
we gotta talk about that.
Gosh, jeez.
We gotta talk about that.
I just get all your demons out, your hatred demons.
Okay, topic.
Topic.
I love when things are unscripted. Okay, Sam, you gotta
Yeah.
explain this deliverance thing to me.
I have to explain it to you.
Yeah, where'd it come from?
Where did what come from? Deliverance? The
Yes.
Bible. So listen. People got demons. People got problems.
Okay.
And all through the Bible, you see Jesus and the disciples casting out demons, mostly out of Christians. So red alert. Yeah, I believe that. So I know you're gonna hear other things. Sorry, I've seen too much. I've done deliverance too much, and I know Christians have demons.
So deliverance is a term used for a space for people to cast out demons. Is that
No.
Give me a definition for deliverance.
Isolating it, you would say yes.
Okay.
Deliverance is a overall large term where the Bible talks about when someone is possessed. The Greek word for that word is demonized.
Okay.
It does not mean they are possessed because Christians are not possessed. Even non-Christians, I don't believe, can be possessed because they are still created by the Creator.
Okay.
So, all that to say, I've seen too much. I know it happens. Deliverance is not isolated to demons. Deliverance is what we use more is the term soul care. you're dealing with everything. You could deal with deliverance when you're dealing with the fact that somebody has a father issue and they need to be reconciled to the father and understand that God is a father and a loving father, not the father that abandoned you here on earth.
Okay.
That's a part of deliverance, but ultimately, yes, people isolate the one thing, which is the casting out of demons, which we only do in the name above all names, the name that, give God glory. Jesus, hallelujah.
Is there a place for deliverance in Sunday service, a Sunday service context?
I would say that mainly you would, if someone, so typically how that happens is either number one, someone manifest. Manifest looks in many different ways. It is not what you see in an Exorcist movie.
Okay.
Manifestations can simply be like you were totally fine and you're experiencing high levels of anxiety right as something topically touches your life and God speaks to you and you're just getting crazy amounts of anxiety. Manifestation can be like you're really uncomfortable, you're shaking your legs, you feel like you can't control yourself. I've also seen crazy manifestation. I literally, at our church, a lady literally fell and started seizing. Many of you trolls will say, well, was she having a seizure? No, it's called discernment, and ultimately she had no medical history of any of those problems. We asked her, and we asked about her history and her experience, and she fell out because she has witches in her background, and ultimately cast those demons out. Never had any problems again.
Just so you know, that sounds crazy.
I know, but hey, can I tell you guys again? Let everybody get out your bottle, your chill pill bottle. Everybody take one out. Chill out. Deliverance is not as crazy as we needed to make it, and sometimes it's funny. I'm just gonna say it. Sometimes it's funny.
It's hard. So a lot of people listening maybe have not grown up in the environment. Or we grew up in an environment, at least for me. I didn't experience like the presence of God until I was like 22, 23, and I went down to a conference in Long Beach, California. It was a JCLA, Jesus Culture LA conference.
Ooh.
And they did worship, and it was like a spirit that like overcame the room. Like we couldn't stop clapping, we couldn't stop screaming like for God. It was like a big crescendo at the end of a song, and they kept doing like the same song, and we were just pouring our hearts out. Like the first time I was like, I feel the spirit, I feel the gifts. Like before that, man, that sounds nuts. And for a lot of Christians, we don't see it on Sundays. Like,
isn't that sad?
How come that doesn't happen in church? Like, how come all of a sudden there's a weekend and then deliverance is like the thing, right? Like, where does it fit? Where does it come from? Why do people hide it? And I'm saying hide it loosely, but like it is not a public thing to where, hey, this lady has demons casted out and we're going to talk about it on stage. Hey, we're going to speak on tongues. I know there's a current sermon series at the church we go to where we actually are engaging and talking about it. But you just know people, man. And then so when it happens and you hear the term and then you see the books and then you're like, oh, wow, how come this isn't a part of Sundays? And where's the buy-in from that place, right? Like it feels like it's always separate. It's never like the context of the hour and a half service. I'm like, I don't see it. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. So first and foremost, American culture is very. So we've gone through generations of different modern worldviews of how spirituality works. And you can see this. The easiest interpretation of this is Scooby-Doo, right? Scooby-Doo. You think it's funny, but it's real. So, like back in the '90s, Scooby-Doo. The reality is when things happen, you had a bad guy, Scooby-Doo and Shaggy and all them. They go in the mystery van, they chase him down. You're unmasking a ghost. There's a ghost, a spirit. They unmask. It's an actual person. Well, later on down the road, Scooby-Doo took a shift. And it was a modern worldview that literally, when they unmasked a ghost, it was still a ghost. Because, and it's silly, but there's a real modern worldview now that spiritualism is more accepted. But things like manifestations, American culture is not comfortable with, nor are they used to. But if you go to the church in India, you go to the church in Mexico, manifestations happen like crazy and they just deal with it. But we as the American culture were so freaked out because we're like, oh my God, how could that even happen, first of all? And then I need to theologically wade through this spiritual moment. And then second of all.
I try, man. I try to be serious.
Like,
I can't. I'm done,
guys,
too. Don't worry.
Guys, you know what's crazy?
I'm like, I'm done.
You know goofy. You know what's crazy? Read your freaking Bibles. It's in the Bible. If Jesus did it,
it's just weird.
Why would we not do it?
It's just weird.
Okay, and then secondly, to address you, because of these things, this is why a conference will happen, and then it takes.
I was not shooting. I promise.
And then
I promise. I wasn't shooting.
No, I know. And then
that's why a conference would. They don't know what I'm talking about.
A conference will happen where we brought in a ministry that is training disciples to do deliverance, but other churches bring this in, and that's why you see it. But you need to have an on-ramp because of what I just talked about of American culture, your church's culture. You need to have an on-ramp of people understanding what is happening.
I get
because that's the problem.
I get it.
People have done deliverance for too long and not explained anything, and honestly, also, you've been doing deliverance wrong. You've been having these power encounters where false prophets call out prostitute demons or whatever, and they embarrass people. Jesus never embarrassed anyone, and you need to be trained on how to do deliverance that is in a healthy, loving way. And so that's why you don't see a lot in Sunday. You want to. I hate that you did that. That's why you don't see it a lot in Sunday, is because you need the space and the time to care about someone. You joke about it is real.
We need some help from you now. Come on, Scooby-Doo, I see you, pretending you got a sliver.
Okay, so, yeah. I think here's where this comes from. It comes from a deep trauma. Here's the story.
Okay.
I was younger, and the church we grew up with had a deliverance speaker. Back then, they just called him like a spiritual speaker. And they would lug this dude out like twice a year. And he would have these deliverance nights. They rebrand. Y'all rebrand it. Good job. Yep. They called him whatever, right? And man, he'd be casting out demons.
Was he though? Was he?
Bro, I'd be thinking people was faking. I was like, yo. I'm like, and then it happened. He was like, he would like go point people out. And he's just like, you're struggling. And it'd just be like it'd be like conspiracy theorists like BS. Like, hey, I see that your smile's a little down. You might be suffering. Yeah, God's telling me you're suffering from depression.
Yeah.
For real? No. Is that what it is, right? And then, bro, it was so funny because we played a little hoax on him. And so one of our older friends, he was like, man, this ain't real. He was like, this ain't real. He was like, hey, act like go get the crutches downstairs and come in with the wheelchair. We were like, he ain't never seen you, bro. You always skip church anyway. Go get the wheelchair, bro. So he gets the wheelchair. We roll him up. We know the service is happening. He in the front row, bro. Deliverance starts happening. The pastor comes and he's like, we're going to pray over you. He's like, Pastor, can you pray over me? Can you pray over me? Bro, he got in his face. He was like, hey, he was like preaching. He's like, I pray that. He's like, what's wrong? He's like, I was in a car accident, man. I'm just 18. I was in a car accident. And then, bro, we're all sitting there like, no, I'm dying, dude. I'm like, no. He's like, I was in a car accident when I was 16 and I haven't been able to walk since. And then he started praying for him.
Aaron, you're terrible.
Homie.
It's horrible.
Homie got up. The dude got up and start dancing and start pop locking. Like,
of course, pop lock, yeah.
And to this day, that pastor tells that story of how the man was healed.
And still was caping. The worst part is he still, like, he don't listen to our podcast. He still doesn't know that was fake. Like, we laughed about it every time. And I used to duck when he start praying for people. And then every single time he ended, he asked for an offering. All right, John's going to tell us his story.
Okay.
Bad deliverance.
Grew up in a Pentecostal church, all Spanish speaking. And
ooh.
Yeah. So we did our worship in Spanish. We did preaching in Spanish. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. En nombre del Padre, el Hijo, y el Espíritu Santo. Se te reprende en nombre de Jesús.
My name is Amigo Montoya.
Wait, what's that song real quick that y'all sing pre-service? I don't mean to cut you off.
Yo te lo imposible.
What is that song?
Ya no ramos.
I'm gonna play at the end of
Eres
this.
invencible. Soberano. Tuya es toda la gloria. Tuyo es todo el año.
What's it called?
Dios te lo imposible.
Yeah, I grew up in a Spanish Pentecostal church on the border, U.S. and Mexico.
Wait, what state?
Texas.
Ooh,
Texas.
El Paso.
El Paso.
Texas.
Killed that.
Desert boy. Lower Valley, gang.
Yeah,
Brown, I
he's-
promise.
I'm proud. I promise.
Sam's like, my job is gonna be. I'm gonna have so many emails.
I can't wait to clip this.
Growing up, we had a church that if Border Patrol showed up, half our church would, up and disappear. So, like, that's just what I grew up with.
I'm dead.
Dude, your story's gonna be so
dead.
crazy too. That's the sad part. I'm laughing. Your story's gonna be bad, and I'm laughing.
Oh my God. Well, yeah. One time, it's like Wednesday. I'm doing homework in the sound booth. It's a Wednesday night service.
Why you can't laugh? You can't laugh. You can't laugh. You can't. You gotta tell a story.
And like this is just like the level of like whack a doodle that just kind of happens. You have certain people in this specific time. This woman shows up, they start worshiping, and then she's like screaming and going, ah! Like the full exorcism situation, right? They do the prayer. I'm sitting there doing homework, going, I don't know what to do here. Like I'm managing the sound booth on Wednesday night.
Wow.
Her like 5-year-old daughter's crying because obviously watching her mom lose her mind is kind of traumatic.
Yeah.
So, we take her out. They pray for her for like a long time. The service is completely derailed at that point.
Yeah.
We're a small church. And so she's supposedly fine. But then like this sort of thing ends up happening week after week. Same person doing these things. And like have this demographic of people that kind of show up and have these like very visceral reactions and experiences. Yeah. And it's like, nah, you don't need deliverance. You need some counseling.
Jeez.
Because you're coming back with the same stuff. And so, stuff like that just kind of originally turned me off.
Was the culture. Were you like a church kid? Like, why were you in church a lot? Were you a church kid?
Like, my parents were pastors.
Okay.
Yes.
That's an important detail.
That is a big detail.
Because I'm like, why are you in the sound booth doing homework?
Yeah, my parents were pastors. That was my job was to do all sorts of things. So yeah, I was in the church all the time, and you just have people that I don't know what their problem was, but they're showing up every Sunday with demons. Same people. Like, come on.
Was it distracting? Like, how did
yeah.
the service look? Like, was it just awkward?
Yeah, like people are worshiping, they're praising, and then you have a person kind of, and they'll like, it literally sounds like, yeah. Like it's just, they literally are losing their freaking minds. And they're crying, they're flailing.
It's like the smoker.
Yeah.
My name is Amy, I'm a smoker.
Here's the
Dang.
problem. They kept coming back with demons because the person doing deliverance didn't know. How.
Did they have deliverance though? Like,
Yeah, I was too young to really know, and I don't know what they were going back to. A lot of witchcraft in that area too.
Was
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Santeria.
Santeria, yep. Brujeria is another word we throw around, and yeah, same people, crazy. They had to be held down sometimes, and my mom, who runs that church now, she's like dealing with that, and it derails service. It's just wild.
Eres invencible.
Soberano, tuya es toda la gloria. Tuyo es todo el año.
When I was 10 years old, this woman said, I was 10, and she goes, one day God's gonna greatly use you. That's what she told me. I didn't come to know Jesus till I was 15. But the reason why I share that story with you is because I was at a McDonald's. One day God's gonna greatly use you. And tonight's sermon was on the feeding of the 5,000. And I wonder, this hit me today. Come on, church, would you just receive this? It hit me today. I wonder if there was a mama that kept speaking to her son.
Just wait.
One day God's gonna greatly use you. And every day he'd go off to school with his little Hebrew Happy Meal.
That is a 101 class on how to back up your pastor.
Let's go.
That's how you play under your pastor.
That
first
was
of all.
fire.
Also, that Nord sounds disgustingly amazing.
Can we play it again? Hold on. I wish I could scrub.
Bro. So this is the clickbait
When I was 10
into
years
it.
old, this woman
Listen to that Nord.
Yo,
and
turn
she
that up
goes,
again.
One
Let's
day
listen to the
God's gonna
sounds of
greatly
this.
use you. That's what she told me. I didn't come to know Jesus till I was 15.
What?
This is how you play under a
But
pastor.
the reason
everybody.
why I share that story with you is because I was at a McDonald's. One day God's gonna greatly use you. And tonight's
You can see
sermon
they
was on
set it
the
up.
feeding
Set
of the
it up a little bit like
5,000.
you know you get in
She was
the,
like,
And I
McDonald's?
wonder,
Yep, you get in your
this
head.
hit me today. Come on, church, but you just
You get in your head. You're like, okay, let me think about where this is at. Go ahead.
Ooh, he's having a moment too.
that kept speaking to her son.
Come on.
One day God's gonna greatly use you.
That was cold.
And every day he'd go off to school with his little Hebrew Happy Meal.
Thinking about it.
I love that he admonished her. And he didn't put her down.
Wow.
All the directors.
Yes. the fact that like they had, oh my gosh, the fact that she's recording herself too.
Yeah.
Everything was perfect.
Yeah.
Because that was unscripted.
All
Have
right,
you ever
one-
had a moment like that? Hold on, I got another video.
Have I ever
that,
had a moment like that? No.
like coincides? You never had something like that?
No, I just know how to play behind my pastor, but I've never had. I've had one. Like I definitely have had many times where the pastor has said the plane is landing too many times, and I started playing Jeopardy, just in its own way. But came out like this week.
I like that. I literally,
Dude, this is actually so good.
it's good, but it's still a cover. It's still off, just a little bit.
Wanting a place to hide this music show. This glad
That is out of my chest, and I'm doing just fine. Have you heard this song, actually? Mr. Brightside? Yes. She takes off her dress and says,
I challenge all of you, play this version. Some worship pastor out there, make a version of this and play it and send it to us.
that was dope. You know somebody's gonna do that.
It's basically if Cody Carnes would have played that song.
Do you guys remember? Okay, there's this dude that does covers on YouTube. His name is Alex.
Yeah. He does the
Alex Melton.
yeah.
Counter. Cool, appreciate it.
Tell me it ain't like
Hey
this.
guys, thanks for doing this last minute meeting. I'm feeling really good
Oh, this is Sam.
about the message of the song this morning. There's just a couple little things I want to make sure we're all clear on
This is
together,
Sam.
okay? Sounds good.
This is
Yeah,
me.
make it quick. I've literally got 15 things more important to be doing right now.
You know, and that's why I think it really shows
Team
how
time.
meaningful what we're doing here is. Because despite those 15 more important things, you're here right now with us. And that's dedication.
Okay.
All right, so first off, remember we're taking out all the 4-4. We're just going to keep it parked in 6-8 the whole time.
This is still right here.
Still think all those meter
What
changes
are
really
you
add to the
talking
tune.
about?
How about you keep all your mathy time signature stuff for your metal
This is
band?
how we
Hey,
feel.
Death Inevitable's my favorite band
I
right
played
now.
maybe 6-8 twice a month.
Oh,
Seriously though,
let me
watch your ride
know.
usage.
You know
You've been
what?
Playing it a bit liberally.
Cook your crap.
No problem. Guys, I get it. It's cool. But the congregation has a hard enough time clapping on beat as it is. Let's not make it any more complicated than it needs to be. Fair enough. All right, also, let's not forget about all the stuff we added for the bridge. That was really the biggest problem with this song, am I right? No bridge.
And your solution for that was to play it 8 times
This is Sam. This is what you do right here.
and then say the same thing over and over again.
I mean, yeah. Did Pastor Melton ever sign off on those lyrics there? I'm sure it'll be fine. Well, what did you think?
That's me.
Sorry, I wasn't listening to any of that. The church photographer put up a picture of me from last week and I look awesome. Check it out. Wow, 12 likes. Very good. So anyway, just remember to keep an ear out for the MD on the final build in that last chorus. We really want to shepherd that moment well, okay?
Shepherd the moment. That's an interesting way of saying hold the final chord or the bridge for an extended amount of time before going to the final big, huge, triumphant chorus.
Hey, you're not wrong, but it's gonna sound great. Do you ever have a negative thought? All the time. On that note, let's pray. God is great. God is good. Let's play our instruments like we should. Amen. Let's do it, guys.
All right, so you've heard this song, but it's the worship version. So really listen to the music piece. Tell me this ain't every worship song.
I give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't wanna go home right now.
Yeah, this actually sounds pretty good
And
produced.
all I can taste is this moment, and all I can breathe is your life. And sooner or later it's over. I just don't wanna miss you tonight. And I don't want the world to see me.
Yeah, you know that song. Yep.
I don't think that they understand when everything's meant to be broken. Yeah, I just want you to know who I am. Oh yeah, can't fight the tears that ain't coming.
The guitars, everything, bro.
You know what?
Everything about this.
This makes me realize that I've had a lot of good musician friends in my life.
Yeah, you do.
And you know what? Pull up a musician for me.
Real quick. I got the best part. Hold on. Bridge. That's all. I just want you to know. Yo, this is how I feel on Sunday sometimes. Not a knock, but watch what happens. Like when we hold the note and no one's on the same page. Just watch. Hold the five. Five.
It do be like that sometimes.
When we gonna end? When we end? Hold the five.
Everybody's like looking at the drummer.
Yep. And we're like, that happens all the time. Would you want to end? You want to end?
Bro.
Who's the other musician?
Okay, so I want to pull up. I have a lot of good friends in my life. This is actually someone I spent a year with in a house called the Discipleship House. You're gonna look up Timothy is his artist name. This is all this pop punk influence. This is the person who literally turned me on to pop punk. He's been making music for a while for Jesus, for pop punk. He had a band.
Really?
He had a band, and now he's kind of like doing his own thing. Shout out to you, Micah. This is his solo project called Timothy. This is a song called Livin'. And man, he's just got that voice.
Yes.
He's got it.
Yes.
And I always loved it.
Heck yeah. Turn it up.
He's a killer guitar player. Like one of the best. Just wait for it. It always drops in.
Welcome home, Columbia. Beautiful, beautiful.
I'm living for life. Everybody's fighting.
You gotta hear his voice. You gotta hear his voice.
This world we live in, it isn't gospel or fairy tale.
I think this is a perfect song to ride out to, right? Don't you think?
No.
No, it's a perfect song to ride out to. I love it.
You want to ride out on this?
Heck yeah. For the producer, John, my name is Aaron, not Sam. This has been a great episode. We'll be back next week.
Please go get therapy.
Go get therapy. We love you.
BetterHelp.
It's our intention to foster communities online, so we love you. Peace.